Good morning, Wildcats. It's Mr. Cagle again. It is day 3 of the 2023-24 school year. I want to welcome all of our new students. Yesterday alone, we registered 21 students in addition to the 934 that we had on day 1. So we are still enrolling students. We are still growing. Again, students, if you are new, if this is your first day, we've got a series of videos designed to help everyone get off to a great start to the school year. I want to make sure that everyone in their study hall classes today is listening to these videos, as this information is important and helpful to you. One of the first things I want to look at today is the Kennedale ISD 2023-24 calendar. Our first day of school was Tuesday, August 15th. There are some important things that you should know. The first being that our year is broken up into 2 semesters. The first semester, which we are in now, goes from August 15th to December 15th. And so you guys can see that on the calendar, we do have some holidays, including a couple of Mondays off, and you guys have a 4-day fall break built in October. And we also have a full week off for Thanksgiving in November. And of course, after the first semester ends, we have a 2-week Christmas break. One of the notes about our school year and something that makes Kennedale ISD unique is that we have 9-week grading periods. So guys, in each semester, you only have 2 grading periods. So it's very important that each of you gets off to a good start in the school year. We've had some issues in the last couple of years on this 9-week grading calendar where students get off to a bad start in the first 9 weeks and they have a hard time recovering that grade average for the first semester. So guys, I encourage you to look at that calendar, plan ahead, and make sure you get off to a good start each school year. But guys, one other thing about our calendar is that, and our school day, is that we begin school at 8:30 each day. It is very important that you get to school on time each and every day. We've had issues with that since COVID. But guys, we have a new hall pass and tardy system called e-hall pass, which our APs are going to talk about in the coming weeks. But guys, we are starting school and classes on time each and every day. In the mornings, you guys need to arrive at least 10 to 15 minutes early to ensure that you guys get to class on time and we can start school. Every time someone comes in late and interrupts our classrooms, that is to the detriment of every student in that classroom and every teacher in the building. So guys, please don't interrupt our classes. Please be on time. If you do have tardy and attendance issues, remember, you can lose some of your privileges like off-campus lunch and a variety of other things. One of the notes, again, about our calendar in semester 2, you guys have 2 spring breaks. So welcome to Kennedale ISD if you're new, and enjoy those 2 spring breaks. The next thing I want to look at more closely is our bell schedule. I've sent you guys a copy of the bell schedule in your emails. Yesterday, I encouraged each of you to check your email more than once a day, at least twice a day. And if in your emails, if you ever see anything that comes from Kennedale High School, that is usually sent by me or another administrator. But early on, I sent you an email with your bell schedules, and those are in picture formats. There's a couple of different versions. I encourage each of you to find that email, download the bell schedule so that you are on time to all of your classes and you know what's going on. Just a couple of notes in our bell schedule. Remember, study hall is after first period this year. Last year was after third, but this year our bell schedule is after first period. We did add 5 minutes to the school day this year so that you guys are required to go to school actually less days, and we can build in all those holidays I just talked about. But our study hall is also 20 minutes long to ensure you guys have some time built into the day to get some work done and make sure you have no zeros during the first 9 weeks. When you look at our bell schedule, again, we have an 8-period school day with a study hall built in. Our lunches are built into 5th period. Most of our class periods are 45 minutes long. The exception, again, is 5th period. 5th period is actually 64 minutes long. We build that 64-minute 5th period so that we can fit in our 3 lunches, A, B, and C, and so that we can also have some extra time because in the near future, our AV students will be building daily video announcements. One thing in the first few weeks of school, teachers, is that if you are listening to my message today. Our seniors who have late arrival do not have to come in the study hall. Please use that extra time during fifth period to show this video to your seniors who are not on campus during the study hall period. I want to remind our students one of the important things about our bell schedule so that we can fit these 8 periods in the study hall in. One of the things that you'll note and you need to get accustomed to is we only have 4-minute passing periods between classes. So guys, and that includes our 4-minute passing periods between our lunches. And so guys, you need to hustle in between classes. I know that a lot of times you want to stop and talk to friends, but we need you to be on time to class. Again, we talked about interruptions. You need to adjust now to that 4-minute passing period. Coming soon, we are going to have that new e-hall pass system. Every time you're tardy, it will contact your parents. And if you reach a certain number of tardies, you're going to have disciplinary consequences, which our APs will go over next week. Let's take a closer look at the schedules you guys were given either during registration or during the first couple of days of school if you're just now enrolling in Kennedale High School, because sometimes they can be a little bit difficult to read. But on the far left, you have your class periods. Remember, our normal class periods are periods 1 through 8. The way our scheduler works, we have to actually list the study hall as 0 period. So that's not where you report to during first period. Remember, study hall, I said earlier, is actually after first period. So guys, on your scheduled study hall, we refer to as the 0 period because that's how we had to build it in the scheduler. You guys will see your course titles there in the middle, and then I want you to find your room numbers. Those are very important because when you look down at your 5th period class, you guys will have a room number. Your actual lunch assignment, as I've noted in blue, your lunch assignment is listed after the room number for your 5th period class. So for instance, here, this student's schedule had 5th period listed in room 308, and the letter that comes after that is B. That means they have B lunch. So again, 5th period lunches are listed after the room number. One other note, this schedule doesn't show it, but some of you actually have a 9th period listed on your schedule. 9th period is anything like band, cross country, golf, and some other things that are built in either before or after school. So we've built those on there to note to your teachers that you have those listed as activities before or after school. So again, the 0 period and the 9 period are not in our typical 8 period day. The 0 period is study hall, that's after first period, and 9th period is anything that is before or after school. One final note, and I'll say this again, seniors, you are not required to attend first period study hall if you have late arrival during first period. So once again, students with first period late arrival do not have to report to study hall. I did this on purpose because I wanted our seniors who've passed all their STAR exams, who've taken care of business academically in their senior year to have a reward. And with that late arrival, I'm not going to make you come to school during study hall. You actually do not have to be at school till after study hall, which ends at 9:39 a.m. Seniors, please do me a favor. Don't make a habit of showing up on campus and hanging out on campus during your late arrival time. If you do so, I will find you a home and put you in a study hall somewhere. So sleep in, enjoy it, and enjoy this reward for everything that you've done right. All right, now that we've covered our schedules and the calendar for the year, I want to look at the next green poster. This is one of the 6 green posters that are hanging in your classrooms and around the building. Again, these are 6 common procedures that we're going to follow campus-wide. You guys have heard me say several times in the first days and right when you enter the building that our students are expected to wear their ID badges. I want to make some notes about ID badges this year. Each of you was given 2 sets of ID badges during registration. I recommend highly that each of you keeps that extra set in your lockers on campus. If you don't have a locker, I'll tell you how to do that in a couple of minutes. But already in the first couple of days of school, we've had people leave their IDs at home. Guys, we are not issuing temporary ID stickers or badges in 2023-24. If you lose it, if you leave it at home, you are going to have to purchase one for $5. So please take care of business. Keep your spare set in your locker. The other thing that I'm going to recommend for ID badges is all of you guys, you might want to look into purchasing or acquiring a hefty duty lanyard that's a little longer than the ones we gave you because those are going to last a little bit longer. But again, guys, you are expected to wear your ID badges around your necks on your lanyards. This year, you may not wear your ID badges on your pants, your shirts. You may not hang them from your backpacks. You may not keep them in your backpacks, and you may not keep them in your pockets. They must be out, visible, and on at all times. Again, ID badges must be worn on lanyards around your necks anytime you're in the building, and there will be no temporary ID stickers in 2023-24. Yesterday, we took a look at our campus map, and I told you guys when you enter the front doors through the main entrance, there's an office on your right and an office on your left. The office on your left is the counseling suite that also houses our nurse, but the office on the right is what we call our main office. This is where you can get locker students if you need them still, and this is also where you will get your IDs if you lose them or forget them each morning. So again, our main office is where you will get IDs, and our main office is where you can get a locker if you don't already have one. So students, I hope that this day 3 video has been helpful to you, and I had lots of good questions today. So I'll be in the cafeterias during lunches. If you have any good questions, come up and see me or one of the other administrators during lunch. I hope each of you has a great day.